Switching in positions for you. Cooking in the kitchen and I'm in the bedroom. I'ma need a lift, they say I'm pumping through holes. All my love infinite, nothing I wouldn't do, but I won't do.
Hey, it's Jianni J and welcome back to my channel. And as you saw from that title, this is going to be a New York vlog from my weekend in New York for my sis' 21st birthday. I hope you enjoy. Hi vlog, so we're in New York and we're at the Museum of Sex. It's my sis' birthday. Yay. We didn't go in yet because we gotta wait like 10 minutes until our time. So we are just in the store. Okay, so when you first enter the museum, the first thing you see is the gift shop. And you have to go straight through the gift shop to get to like the registration area where you get your tickets and you get your game cards. But then once you enter like the actual part of the museum, this is the first part that you see. It's a dark room filled with like different capsules, I guess you can say, with different like sex objects and toys and stuff like that in it. And it's basically just like an informational type thing, like to get you started for what you're going to be seeing throughout the rest of the museum. And it's just to like give you more information and to just like start everything off. So that's what all of this is. So after you leave that room, you enter like an actual art exhibit, and everything is by Betty Dodson, as you see on the wall in that first part of the clip. And it's literally like different artworks that revolves around sex, and it's all painted by the same person. There's like different videos that play throughout the exhibit, and once again this serves just like as an informational and kind of like a preparation for what you're going to be seeing throughout the rest of the museum. Like this is like an actual museum in comparison to like the rest of what you're going to see throughout this video. Like this is like actual artwork and stuff like that, whereas the rest of the museum is more so like games and more fun, you know. So that's what this is. As you leave the Betty Dodson exhibit, you start to get into the more fun within the Museum of Sex. So this is called like Cam for Life or Cam Life or something like that, and it's basically just telling you about cam girls. If you know what that is it has to do with sex. Obviously we're in the Museum of Sex, but that's what this whole section is. It's very colorful, very fun, but once again it's not like games or anything like that. It's more so like videos and informational. But as you go throughout the exhibit or the whatever you want to call it, the room, you see how it's starting to get more into like the fun stuff. So as you leave the Cam Life section, you enter Super Fun Land. This is where obviously all the fun happens. So you walk through a Carnorama, and it's basically like a big carnival theme, and you have to watch a video first. And in the video, it's basically telling you how carnival wasn't always like a fair with games and stuff like that. Like it used to be very sexualized and heavily revolved around sex before it was like a bunch of games and fun. So you watch that video, and then after that, that's when you actually enter Super Fun Land. So this is Super Fun Land. As you can see, it's like this kaleidoscope type thing. It's really cool. It's like mirrors and lights, and it's very pretty. So that's the first thing that you walk through, and that's kind of like the pathway to Super Fun Land. So within Super Funland, there's like different rooms or exhibits, like whatever you want to call it. So this is the first one, and there's not really a name for it. It just says Journey into the Erotic, and this is where like the boob bounce is, and the love ride and like different games. That's where all that is at. The Tunnel of Love, we didn't ride that. It's like a 4D experience, but we didn't go into that, so I don't really know what it is. But this is the Boob Bounce, and really it's supposed to be like a bouncy house, but with COVID they took down the bouncy floor, so now you can only just go in there to take pictures like with the walls. And they did that because only 2 people can be in the room at a time, and they didn't want people congregating in there. So yeah, that's why you just go in there and take pictures. So once you leave that room, you enter the Pink Palace, and this is probably my favorite part of the museum, and it's like the second to last room of the museum. There's a pool, there's games, and there's a slide. And the reason this is the second to last room is because once you go down that slide, you enter the last room and you can't re-enter the museum like once you leave. So but this room was very colorful and very fun, and I enjoyed it a lot, especially the slide. That slide was crazy. Okay, so let me tell y'all something about this bull. In the video, it does not look like it's doing anything serious, but once you actually on that bull, like, it's really whipping you kind of hard. Like, I know it don't look like it, but trust me, like, that bull was whipping me a little too hard. And in the seat, there's a vibrator. So like, as you're on the bull, you're feeling a vibration, you know, down there. I mean, obviously it's not like a hard vibration, like it's super light, but I mean, the bull was fun. I want to do another one, like a regular one, because I know those be like crazy. Okay, so I just wanted to tell y'all this, like, in the museum of sex, you gotta be 18 to get in. So if you're 18 and up, like, I definitely recommend going. It's a lot of fun, like, especially if you go with your friends, like, it's so much fun. But anyway, this is like the glory hole game, and basically you got pull as many you know, as you can, as many times as you can, in order to win the game. So in this round, like, only 3 people can go at a time, because I think the one stall was broken. So my sis Janelle had won her round, and then with the group that I went with, I won my round. So period. That's why you see me happy, like, with my little toy that we won. And next is the climax, and that's the slide. So you walk up like these little glowy step type things, and there's a mirror ceiling, and then you see like these lips. The lips is the entrance to the slide. And we was hearing people screaming, and I was a little nervous, not gonna lie. And why am I scared of a slide? I don't know, but people was freaking me out. I'm about to go down the slide, y'all. People been screaming. I'm a little nervous, but it looks fun. Okay, so the slide was really fun, but it was very narrow with a lot of turns, and it went like super fast. So I kept hitting my ankle on the side of the slide, and that was making me nervous because I had sprained my ankle not too long ago. So yeah, but it was still really fun. And then this big zebra butt, yeah, that's the exit to the slide. And yeah, but it was fun. So directly next to the slide, there's like this stripper pole, but it's not just for you to just go in there and try to live out your stripper dreams. Like, no, it's a game. So basically, you touch the screen and it plays music, and you have to mimic the poses that it's doing. And that's basically it. I mean, if you want to go up there and show off your skills, then go for it. But that's not the point. That's not the point of the stripper pole. But like I said, this is the last room to the museum, and they got like a little thing where you can get popcorn and stuff, but there was nobody there when I was there, so we couldn't get no like stuffed animals or popcorn or drinks or anything like that. So we just played the games and enjoyed this last room until you know, we was ready to go. Okay, so this game right here is called the Siren, and basically your goal is to make her have an orgasm in order to get the love elixir. And basically you gotta stick your hand in the little bottom part, and you gotta keep swirling it around until the lights start blinking, and then like eventually she has an orgasm, and then you get the little love elixir. So my sis Jianni, the birthday girl, she was doing it and she won, and apparently it's like really hard to do, so shout out to her. So we played a few more games in this room, and then we went to the gift shop once more, bought some things, and then we left the museum. And now this is us like just roaming the city, because we was trying to either call an Uber or find a cab to take us to the restaurant, because we had a reservation at 4:30, and we ended up getting a cab because the cabs were way cheaper. They only wanted $20, whereas the Ubers wanted like 35 plus. Like, no. So we pretty much got a cab everywhere. So this is just us looking at the scenery as we're driving to the restaurant. We went to this restaurant in Manhattan called Toro, Loco, and it's like a Mexican restaurant, and we had got tacos and nachos and margaritas, and it was really good and it was really fun.
We're drunk. And Jianni's gonna be super drunk tomorrow. We're gonna be off the Casa and off the Henny, so we're mixing, so it's gonna be nice. And now we're gonna go to Times Square for a little bit before we gotta get on the bus.
So after we left the restaurant, once again, we walked around, we found a cab, and then we went to Times Square, because that's just how we wanted to end off our little mini trip or whatever. So we went to Times Square and just looked around until it was time to go. We're just walking around and kill some time before we have to get back on the bus to head home. That's it. We are in Times Square. All of us have been to New York multiple times, whether it was with each other, with other people, with our parents, whatever. We all been multiple times, but this is our first time like going alone and together, like as a group, like without our parents. So we really just wanted to enjoy ourselves and you know, look around. Like, obviously we've been in Times Square multiple times. It's not nothing that we haven't seen before, but it was just fun to like be by ourselves and not be with our parents. Plus, like, we haven't been there in like a good little minute, so like it was also good to just like be back in New York, because New York is a vibe. But I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared being in Times Square with COVID, because Times Square is naturally always crowded, but like with COVID it's just kind of terrifying, like with all them people like just being near each other and around each other. So I made sure that I had my mask on at all times, unless I was like drinking my water or something like that. But we were literally just walking around to kill time, and then Janelle and Jianni, they wanted to stop at the weed truck. Me and Jade didn't get anything because we didn't want to, so we just was with them. But that's what you see them doing right now, being bad kids. Like, no, let me shut up. But yeah, we was really just killing time, and we went to the gift shop, which I was actually very surprised about, because like I said, we've been to New York multiple times and never stepped foot in no gift shop. But hey, we want to go in there and get some things, because why not? So the gift shop was the last thing that we did just to kill time before we had to head back to the bus station to go back to Philly. Obviously, you know me, I forgot to do an outro. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you, and bye!